Hello everyone and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt and you are now officially welcomed back. Glad we got that out of the way. So, what are we doing? Well, we are still trying to just get FTL science done. I like saying it as if we just got to get FTL science done. Like it's the last thing we need, but it's also a big deal. So I'd like to get Sapphirite cleared out a little bit faster, so we're just going to... You know, if you ever need something done faster, what do? You just build a new line. And hopefully that'll fix it all. Okay, excellent. So that should fix some of our problems. Did we give up on the beacons? I don't... Wait. I don't think we gave up on beacons. I think we just have a lot of crap in our inventory. Needs underbelt? You are correct, it does. Thank you. Probably also needs inserter. Right? It's not going to do much without it. There we go. And we'll clear up some of those queues that we've got sitting in perpetuality? I don't know if that's a real word, but it sounded real when I just said it. And yeah, if it can just keep making stuff, I think we'll be getting somewhere nice. So the idea right now is we need to make more sapphire ore because it jammed for a while. But I think what we've done will help. I think if we can get a couple of speed modules there. I think these are just being delayed a little bit. Maybe even a cheeky little beacon here just for the kids. There's one thing I know about kids is they love a cheeky little beacon. I don't know if that's true, but if you find a kid and ask them if they want a cheeky little beacon, they'll probably tell you yes. Or the police will tell you, give you their response. Either way, you get a response. And that's something. Okay. So I think that clears that up. I have why do I have a funny feeling that's probably going the slowest way imaginable? Because I know who I am as a person. Yeah, it's going with it's going with blues. I can't even be mad anymore. It's terrible because of me. I'm going to ride this train to wherever it goes, and then hopefully we'll figure out a way to make things better. The good news is when this train leaves, it'll give us a little bit more time to start building up a backlog. So where are we going? Where are we dropping, boys? Over here, with no train limit. Disgusting. Disgusting! Sorry, apparently I need water. No one's told me to hydrate, so this is a free hydrate. That's better. No, it's not. Okay, and like I suspected, these are all using like old tech. I hate using old tech. It just lets me know how wrong I have been in forever. That's alright. You do that, and everything just sort of solves itself from then on. And is that even in the pickup station done? But we have 32 stacks already in there. That's pretty good. And this is going to solve its own problems. I love a base that solves its own problems. Usually not my bases, that's for sure. My bases usually create their own problems and then look at me expectantly like I'm going to do something about it. What can I do, man? What do you want me to do? Speaking of things I actually do want to do, I would like to go to my module creation facility and do a couple of things. I would like to up the number of things that we just hold in the piles. Oh yeah. My inventory is full of crap. And with all the crap that I keep loading it with, that gets worse. If only there was some solution to this that didn't just involve me being worse at my job. Okay, I'd like to just have a few more extras in there. And meanwhile this fills up. Yes, yes, good. So what I would like to do is improve the iron production. I think that would be rad. Okay. Cool. Thanks. Look, you know what? If you don't have the space for that, then you should have thought about that. That's on you, robots. But Master, we were only following your directions. Honestly, anyone following my directions has made a terrible mistake in their life, and my robots deserve to pay the consequences. Suffer the consequences. Whatever. My point is, the robots are going to suffer for my mistakes. I feel like a lot of people suffer for my mistakes. I apologize for that. I don't know who to apologize for in most cases, but I'm sure if I thought for a moment I could figure it out. Where are you all going? Saw a video on YouTube where someone made AI play Factorio from start to finish, you mean? That'd be cool. It was quite interesting. It solved issues by itself too. Good on it. Good work, AI. I believe in you. Okay, so I would like to improve this. This takes in... It puts out 8,000 a minute. I would like to continue that trend, thank you. Inventory is full. I don't think so. I think you're just being silly. Now, if we go... Sorry, my robots are being very loud right now. I wish there was a way of stopping them from being so loud, but they're very excitable. Okay, we'd like to make iron plates, please. You. And we'd like to do it with those. Good, good. And like that. But that also offsets both of them. And then we have robots. Calm yourselves. Jeez. Now, that is not 8,000 per minute. It is significantly less than 8,000 per minute. But if we do this... What's the end game with this mod? SpaceX. So we're going to launch a bunch of spaceship components into space. The problem is the last one is the one that's taking all the time, that requires a ton of research. The project itself isn't too difficult once you've gotten that far. But to get there is a lot of technology. So So that's where we're at right now, just gathering that technology. So really it's just a lot of optimization at the end. Which one could argue a lot of Factorio is just optimization at the end. We have a minor problem that I had not considered. Very cool that they are doing that, but they can't actually empty fast enough. Okay. The first way of fixing it is to just do that. Which helps, yes, but it's not enough. Hang on a moment, everyone. Back in a second, everyone. Okay, well, it looks like it's doing better, but I feel the reason it's doing better is because this kind of sucks. And that's not a good enough reason for being better. So, what we were doing, contemplating being better for a change. And if we go, like, pick up from there... Oh no, it just picked up the modules, didn't it? You jerk. Those modules are picked up and I don't know where they are now. Probably down here somewhere. You know, when you're playing this mod at times, you're filling 3 sides of the third assembly faster. Yeah. Oh, there they are. They're my little nuggets. Yeah, sometimes you can really go fast. So this should get a lot done fairly quickly. With the science coming, or the iron coming in lots. Pretty nice. Okay, so you are doing your damn best. That's okay. All I ask. Oh, you've done it again. Stop, please. Are you going on that side, so I'd like you to go on the bottom, please. And then we're going to load that back up. So then, we copy this madness. Magic Madness Sadness. Now there's a lot of iron in there, but quite frankly that's okay, we can just see that as a buffer. Okay, and then we do the same here. Yeah, I mean, that's going to fill up a lot of iron. That's all we really want. Iron drop 2. Why do I have a funny feeling iron drop 2 could be faster and better? Sometimes if you can like improve the inserter angles, that makes huge differences on speed as well. That's something you really do need to think about sometimes. How much iron does this affect? The only part that uses iron are these. And they use 36,000 iron per minute. I have a funny feeling we just do not make enough iron. Or at least we do not ship enough iron. I mean, I imagine if we keep this up for too long, blue chips will start being not as required. Red chips look like they're already doing more or less okay. But green chips slowing down is the problem. Oh god, no, why are you gross? What every girl ever said to me in high school when I asked them out. That's not true. I asked out very few girls in high school. And... hang on. I don't think anyone ever said no. I don't think anyone ever did say no. Sorry, I don't mean to brag about my high school dating life, but I don't think anyone ever said no to me. But that being said, I only ever asked when it was a pretty much guaranteed assurance. You know, you can't be shot down if it's already pretty clear. No, wait. I was absolutely shot down. Absolutely, I remember I was shot down once. You know, the classic, I see you more as a friend. Excellent, I'm no longer as suave as I thought I was. Phew, for a moment there I thought I was cool. In high school. I'm certainly not cool now. Okay. But yes, I think this iron production is going to help us immensely. What was I just doing? They didn't. Oh, it was these. These are too slow. Yeah, get your shit under control, mate. It's embarrassing. You're embarrassing yourself. And you're embarrassing your nation. Be less embarrassing, please. Alright. Get everything all constructed. It's good, this is what you want to see, right? Only thing I would like to see more would be more things. Because see, this seems to slow down. I hate slow down. Unless it's frames, in which case I can't do anything about that, I'm not even going to try. I can do something about this. I can be a real boy. I can push a man into a wood chipper when no one's looking. I can do all those things. The real Pinocchio experience. part where he pushes a man into a wood chipper. Side note, I'm sure Pinocchio is one of those stories that, like, you know, you go, oh, what a charming story about a puppet man, and then you read the actual original, not the Disney one, you go, oh shit, that was dark. Was Pinocchio one of those stories? I feel like a lot of those Disney stories that you read them, you're like, oh no, that was a lot darker than I would have thought. Yeah, no, that's horrifying. Original end of Pinocchio, he realized he couldn't be a real boy, and so he killed people and took their organs. You know what? Let's check. Pinocchio. I was close. Wiki. Da 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 da. His long nose. Da 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 da. Wow, it doesn't look like he starts killing. Legitimately surprised. Who would have guessed the Italians would write a story that didn't end with, like, Machiavellian bloodshed? Anyway, I'm disappointed about Pinocchio now. Now, hopefully, with what I have done, that actually really helps. It looks like it has. And thus, that would probably construct more reliable red chips. Which constructs more reliable pretty much gosh darn everything. Disney shows and movies are often dark or have hidden sexual Easter eggs. That is... I don't know if that's necessarily true. Like, I know the original sources would be dark, but I don't know if they just... Like, there's some couple of adult jokes. I mean, let's be honest, when Nala gives Simba the old bedroom eyes and Can You Feel the Love Tonight, we all got a little hot under the collar. No, no one did. Well, maybe fairies did. But I certainly didn't back then. These days is another story altogether. Moving on. Please, quickly. What was I talking about? Yeah, I don't know if it's a standard consistent thing that Disney is like. I mean, certainly a bit of darkness, but darkness is not a bad thing. A little bit of darkness never hurt anybody. Okay, blue chips have actually got enough of right now, which is so surprising. The only thing I could think that would probably improve it would be cut out another one of these things and make the Thunderdome. I don't know if I've got the blue chips for it though. I don't quite have the blue chips for another Thunderdome. Brown chips are fine. Green chips are probably doing pretty well. When red chips and blue chips back up, then we probably start making a lot more, using the green chips a lot more. Maybe I could speed up the inserters here, just to get this done a little bit faster. Whoop. Maybe even. Upgrading everything to green belts just seems to be a lot of what I'm doing at the moment. Looks like these ones were jammed up a little bit. Should help. We have shortage of these things. Really? Oh god, they're all using assembler 2s. Oh. Short on transistors. Yeah, it doesn't even come close to surprising me. After I finish this base, we're going to start a new one. You mean a new Factorio run? Or a new Seablock run? I'll just answer that question anyway. I will be starting a new Factorio run, yes, but not a Seablock. I am going to achievement hunt until the expansion comes out, probably. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, no, Factorio is what I do. I have been streaming, always had Factorio on the docket for 3 years, and I don't intend to stop. I still get a lot of joy out of Factorio, so I'm not planning to stop Factorio. Sometimes I'll have other things on the docket, but Factorio is always around. And I mean, yeah, so I'm going to do some achievement hunting in base Factorio. Nothing too exciting, but just, things that I've not done before. Because I've never completed the game in 8 hours, and I want to try that. Will I succeed? I don't bloody know. Only one way to know for sure though, right? We can keep on top of blue chips, I think we'll be okay. How are we doing for my big fancy chips? Big fancy chips probably aren't doing a lot right now because they're being stolen by other things. I'll be back in a minute. Sorry about that, everyone. Just needed to sort something out personal related. Can't believe you only saw this game last year, bought it a little over a month ago. Very addictive. Hang on. Perplex, you bought it a month ago. Aren't you playing like Seablock at the moment? So you just like played it for less than a month and then were like straight into Seablock, huh? Or have I mixed you up with someone else? Not that it matters really, it's just interesting. Not that it even slightly matters, to be honest. That's you? Well, I mean, look, if you enjoy the game, playing it however you enjoy playing it, that's awesome. I mean, that's one thing I like about this game, because it's such a good game, it has quite a long sales tail, and that means people are always, like, finding out about the game for the first time and just really excited to play it. You like pain and torture games. I mean, I don't know what to do with that line. I don't know what to do with that line at all. I think I really do need to start minimizing. Now see, when they get the transistors in, everything just goes really smoothly for a while. Do you like rage games? Just a curiosity. I know that rage games aren't quite the same thing, but are you the sort of person that enjoys rage games? Things like Getting Over It or Jump King. I mean, if you want pain and torture, those games are painful and torturous. No, I respect that. I do respect that, if those games, right? You've had a look at Pyrodons, and then if you like Factorio hard mode. The Factorio community does like going, you like it hard, huh? Have you checked out Pyrodons? It's like someone says something like that, and it's like, I bet you we can break you. The community has heard your request and wishes to hurt you. It's a very loving community until it decides it wants to break you. You just like to share the pain. Yeah. Oh, the best viewers. Okay, I don't want the best viewers. I already have the best viewers. But I swear to God, if I'm about to get someone, say, the cheapest viewers. It was what's happened yesterday. It was they would have been the best viewers, the cheapest viewers. I don't want the best or the cheapest viewers. I want the sexiest viewers. I've told you the bots this before, and you never listen. Just going to ask. I know it's coming next. I was wanting to find the best. I don't know, Zoe. I do not have the answer for you. I'm sorry, that is unsatisfactory. You have 2,000 hours in your current save, and it says 46%. I look forward to Pyrodons one day. One day I shall Pyrodons. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the bots in my chat lately. Really keen for me. My God, they're like obsessed with me. hopefully that solves most of my problems. Pick this up yet? Not yet. Exactly. Wow, did we actually have enough? Eat. Oops, we went slightly too far there. $9,000 game days. How long's a game day, though? Not even entirely sure how long a game day is. That's oddly enough actually very important that we almost missed that. And we do that, and we do that, and then get rid of that. And then we get some getting ferric chloride, then we get started. Why do we not have ferric chloride? Alright, let's go sort out ferric chloride. Hey, research at 6% instead of 3%. It's moving. Zoe, sorry, you've just said. You say you realized you hadn't been doing a K2 SE run. You've just been doing an SE run. Oh no! Oh no, Zoe. How will you financially recover from this? The game day is about 208 seconds. See, I haven't had days in Factorio. I turned off the day-night cycle while streaming because I was sick of it, like, impacting vision. Because, like, I was quite comfortable with it, but it's like, oh, it's nighttime, you didn't put lights down. I'm like, yeah, but I can see just fine. But the game looks crap now. It's like, well, that's fine. And that's why I took away the day-night cycle. Usually I do, but I guess for the next run I can't do that because I need achievements. And the console command for doing that would ruin my achievement. My Chivos. No, not my Chivos. You know what, does anyone even care about achievements anymore? Did they ever? You're still on day 1. I'm probably on like day 5 or 6. But yeah, you're right. I didn't do it immediately. I'm probably on more than day 5 or 6, probably like 20 or 40 or something like that. But at some point I was just like, no, we just turn that off. Goodbye. We are short on hydrogen chloride. Interesting. Why are we short on hydrogen chloride? We should have tons of it. Oh, the problem is the hydrogen chloride, it's the iron. Ew. What are we short on? Jive? Rubite? Why it looks possible. And I think we're going to do the same thing where we go deliberately make it go fast. go. Make it freak the hell out. Okay. And that means we don't run out of iron anytime soon. Unless, somehow, we get rid of a line of power. I think we did that a while ago. It'll probably sort itself out now. Okay, and ferric chloride will be fine again. That's still getting pumped through. Love to see it. And there's probably a train coming through right now. There is not. But I would think if there was, it would be possible soon. Now, the thing that I'm going to ask a lot, how's Blue Science going? Going fine, honestly. Glass isn't great. People speedrun for the achievements all the time. 20 million one launched the rocket in 1 hour and 15 minutes. Well, yeah, those are speedrunners though. They know what they're doing. I'm not a speedrunner. I'm not a rapper, so don't rap at me. I'm not a speedrunner, so don't run at me. I get scared when people run at me. I mean, yeah, sure, look, I know those people are real good at doing stuff, but I'm just not that good. I do things my own way, and my own way is not exactly efficient or fast. It gets done, sure, but efficient, that's another story. Fast, that's the same story. It's my way. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Yes. That is the crux of it. I think what we do actually is we... There we go. Now it's got lots of nitrogen gas to use. And I'm hoping you slow up playing yourself between the water pills and bathroom trips. Takes you longer to play. Dude, you only just started the game. Don't diminish your ability to play. You're new. This is all brand new. Seablock for the first time. Don't you talk badly about yourself because you've got a lot to learn and you're doing so well. Be proud of what yourself. You know, don't worry about playtime. Playtime is bullshit. It's a trick designed to bring down the common working man. You're talking any game? That's fine. You know, don't bring yourself down because of other people's playtime. Who cares if you can't beat the game faster than Joe Speedrunner? Joe Speedrunner has literally played that game like so many times, they actually don't like it anymore. They only like seeing numbers go down. They're not even playing the same game anymore. Never compare your game to Joe Speedrunner. Joe Speedrunner is kind of a dick. I mean, Joe Speedrunner can be a dick. Not always. Joe Speedrunner can actually be a pretty cool guy if you get to know him. I mean, he's not the worst Joe. Joe Super Smash player can be concerning. You know, there's a joke there. If you don't know what the joke about Super Smash Brother players is, don't worry about it. Just don't answer their text messages. Joe Lol. Joe Lol is pretty bad too. Joe MOBA is a tricky one to hang out with. Joe MOBA just sounds like saying Joe Mama. Okay, that's actually pretty good. I'm really happy with that. The glass drop-off happened quick, but we do need far more glass. Are we still struggling with nitrogen? Really? Dag, yo. I mean, Joe League of Legends might be rough, but I'm still really excited for Arcane. No, that's the same thing. Not really. I used to love the lore of League of Legends. I used to read all of it as it came out. I know none of it was spectacular, but I used to really follow the lore and be like, yep, this character's actually from here and this and that and this and that and this and that. And people be like, how do you know all this shit? And I'm like, because I read it all. They come out with it, I read it. Why would they release fiction for me to read if I wasn't supposed to read it? Really? Power? If you have only a cursory knowledge of the original Dota custom map in Warcraft 3, will you be able to enjoy Arcane? That is actually... I feel like you're being satirical with that question, but it's actually a really good question. Okay. What do you know about Dota? Doesn't matter, it's irrelevant. Oh, good. Now that we've got that sorted. If you don't know anything about League of Legends, would you like Arcane? And my answer is abso-freaking-lutely. My wife, Panda, never played a game of League of Legends in her life. All she knows about League of Legends is what she's heard me and one of my friends talk about. She has no interest in League of Legends, but she is so excited to watch the second season. Like, we've been talking about it for months. I'm telling Tablet if you had tier 3 modules and those boosters I built. You know what, even I'm not sure anymore. Okay, power's a bit of a problem and I don't quite know how to fix it. What happened? I just... Oh, I see. Now, why was it a problem? Oh. Power hasn't been needed like this for like An hour, I see. Okay. Yeah, no, it does not matter if you know anything about League of Legends or Dota. It's nothing. It's nothing about the games really. All it really is imagine a fantasy world that some people already know about, but it assumes that you know nothing about it. If that makes sense. Like imagine a fantasy world full of characters and places you don't know anything about. Okay, cool. Welcome to like dumb Hollywood films, right? But you don't need to know anything about it because it'll tell you everything you need to know. Uh, I guess, but maybe like play styles, but the characters are actually what they're talking about. Like the characters generally might use an ability once in the entire series. You go, oh, look, that's Jace's Thunderhammer. Jace is a character that does this, and you know, you don't need to know that shit. What you need to know is, holy shit, that guy just did a really cool flip with a freaking lightning hammer. That was freaking sick, bro. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know, oh, this character is this, and they later become this person, and then that means that, and they're actually a bad guy, but they don't know it yet because this is early. No one cares. No one cares, mate. All you need to know is it's a good show, and it's worth watching. Oh yeah, Jace is wonderful until he's not. But yeah, look, I honestly do recommend it. If you know nothing about League of Legends, don't worry, that's probably a good place to be, because it doesn't matter. And it's got some good stuff in there. It's not too long. It is worth a watch. And then Zoe, it's only like 8 episodes. Each episode's like, I don't know, how long is each episode? 40 minutes or so. And at the end of it, you've had a good show that has portrayed one particular thing better than any others in a way that's really upsetting, but in a good way. Also, the opening is badass, but that's irrelevant. That's just Imagine Dragons for you. I don't know if you can imagine dragons. I can imagine dragons. Yeah, I just imagine dragons right there. You can't stop me. Only if the dragons are doing lightning hammer flips. Nah, afraid not. I can't imagine dragons doing lightning hammer flips. It would be a better show though if they were, right? Wait, episode 9? Battle flops? What, you mean of Star Wars? Hang on, what? What have I missed here? Was Imagine Dragons in Star Wars episode 9? Needed more dragons. I mean, can't dispute that. Why the D&D movie was good. They had 2 dragons? If Palpatine was a dragon doing lightning hammer flip. Somehow Palpatine has done a lightning dragon flip as a dragon. How did this happen? Man, I don't know. And the credit scroll is not scroll, credit scroll, but the scroll part start does say, how did this happen? We don't know, but it was friggin' sick, bro. Friggin' sick, bruh. It was friggin' sick. The New Republic has fallen. The Dragon Lightning Hammer flip was too sick. You might be in a silly mood. I embrace it. I'm cool with it. You don't need to apologize to me. You weren't apologizing, but you don't need to. Where's my shit? Yo, dog, where my shit at? Oh. Oh, that's a valid question. Where my shit at? No, look, I like you being in a silly mood. It means I have to try and match your pace. And that means a better stream. Potentially. Or at least sensible stream. But in conclusion, it doesn't matter what you know about League of Legends or Dota or literally any other franchise. It's just a really good fantasy sci-fi animation show. And honestly, what else matters in life? Let's tone that down. Let's get a stack of deuterium reactors. Few stacks of these. Washing plants. I think it's cool that we've got so many stacks, but I think we need to tone that down just a chad. Get rid of those. Those are dumb. No, not boilers. What are they called? Heat exchangers. Ooh, do you want to exchange some heat? Darling. I say again, bringing Asterion is the death of me. I'll always love Asterion. Like Asterion, am I right? Sorry. I got overstimulated again. Alright. I was generally ready to kill him when the party came first across him. I knew he was... I knew of the character, so... I was just like, alright then. Oh, I was like, hey, it's this guy. Everyone loves him. And then he does that, and I'm like, oh, he's one of these delightful scamps, is he? He's just a little scamp. No, I just immediately saw him and thought, okay, he's just a little scamp. Even knowing a little bit about him before you played, you were like, F this dude. See, I knew Astarion and I knew people loved him, and I get why. He's not the sort of character I would ever normally have in my party, like by personality. Because it's just not. Like, I usually pick characters in a particular order for my parties. And Asterion being like constantly like, why don't we just kill the gnomes? Is not... You know, I'm like, Asterion, can we just not kill all the freaking gnomes this time? Ugh, detestable little creatures. You know, I'm like, okay. Asterion, you may be right about gnomes, but can you just chill with the gnome hate for one flippin' minute? But, you know, there are a few characters I came across that I was like, nope, don't like them. Like, who was the character I really didn't like? I didn't even encounter what was her face, the Githyanki girl, in my first playthrough. Which, now that I know her, I hate her more than ever. I've actually seen her full story, but I don't like her. I'm trying to remember, who was the character I really despised? Despised is the wrong word. I didn't like Will. Will was... I don't know what my deal with against Will was. I just didn't really like him. Gale, I don't really like. So what was my party? My party was... Oh, you know who I didn't know? Who I didn't know was Karlak. And, Karlak's a bro. I like Karlak. She might actually be... I know. She might be my favorite. I don't know. I didn't pick Karlak as a romance option. But Karlak's the sort of person that is absolutely like thick and thin, your bro to the end. And I freaking adore Karlak. However, I was playing that mode of Shadowheart, I can fix her. Because, look, sometimes I think I can fix them. You know? Oh man, this goth girl is... goth? This emo girl is so broken, I can fix her. And I was just all about that. And then by the time Karlak came into it, I was just like, I don't know about Karlak. And then, you know, I was just like, oh no, I love her, but I've already decided I'm going to fix Shadowheart. I can't fix every girl in the world. God, that is the most misogynist thing I've said in a while, I'm sorry. Because I can. No. I deserved that. But no, Karlak was just like the absolute bro. And then it was like so sad when Karlak's like, hey soldier, so like I was thinking, I'm like, oh no, it's one of these chats. Like, how do you feel about me, soldier? And you're just like, it's great to have such a good and loyal friend. And I'm like, oh, I'm the worst. And she's like, yeah, no, yeah, it's great to have a great friend. Like, I have never had a friend quite as great as you. And I'm like, Karlak, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Karlak. You know it's a good game when you feel bad when telling someone we're just friends. Oh god, the funeral dirge of... oops, I did it again. That's right. Where's my body? There it is. But Dale was fine. Will I didn't like. Will I just didn't... I had no interest in Will's story for some reason. Like, Will's story, I was just like, meh, I don't care. Don't care about you, Will, I'm sorry. And also, like, see, the thing is, I had a sorcerer in my party. I was the sorcerer. So I didn't really need a warlock, and I wasn't, respecking anyone on my first playthrough. So I didn't really need a warlock and a sorcerer. Didn't need Gale for the same reason. So what did I need? I needed a rogue. Always good to have a rogue. I needed some muscle, so I needed Karlak. And Shadowheart, I could fix her, so I needed her too. I mean, it's good to have a cleric too, right? Terrible being under trickery. Trickery was never helpful to me, but, you know. I mean, even respecing Shadowheart to be like a more generically useful domain would have been good. Yeah, no, I feel the same. You don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I get that. I get that and I respect that. It doesn't matter they're ones and zeros. They've got their own personalities, they've got their own lives. Did you ever, Zoe, did you ever play the Persona series, like 3, 4, or 5? Maybe not 3. 3 I'd probably say it's not the best of this, but 4 or 5. Oh. 4 or 5 is tough sometimes. Did not. It sounds like a horror game. No, I really like Persona 4 and 5. 3 was fine, but it was a bit dungeon crawly for my tastes. Persona 4, they're all high school games, which is, you know, it's Japanese. I feel like a lot of Japanese game developers peaked in high school and they're like, let's just keep making high school games. Or they've never had a social life after high school and don't have any life experience afterwards. That is the most horrifying thing I've ever said about Japanese game devs. But there's a lot of high school games, isn't there? The more I think about that, the worse it gets. We're going to move on. We'll come back to that. But at the end of Persona 4 and 5, I felt genuinely sad because I was going to like no longer see my friends. Like, I love these characters so much and I'll never see them again. And then they made us like sort of weird sequels and I'm like, I don't want to see them again. Hey Dave, that's really sweet. Yeah, it was like a legitimate like feeling of loss when you were done with it, the game. Because you're like, guys, I'm gonna miss you all. Like, we've been through so much together. I have got focus in the wrong window. Please ignore that. Wonderful. But yeah, I was just like, oh, I'm gonna miss you guys. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you, and you'll also not be with me in the future. I'm not gonna miss everyone. 3, I didn't feel that for. Like 3. I didn't like the characters as much. The game was fun, but I didn't like the characters as much. And 3 had like this weird sort of sequel thing where some of the characters I kind of liked, I was like, wow, you're the worst. Like, this is how you resolve your conflict? By being just the worst person you could imaginably be? Wow, okay. Everything you've done for the entire last 60 hours of gameplay is being negated by your decision here. And then one character was like, I am being the genuinely best person in the game. And I'm like, you on the other hand, you are just better than all these people. You, even the dog. No, the dog's cool. The dog's cool. The dog can live because he's just a dog. All of them, except the dog and you, can fall in a hole and die. The dog is cool. I got second place in a poker tournament, made $480. What? Hell yeah! Congratulations! It's so awesome! I bet you didn't even say go fish once. I know they hate it in poker tournaments when you tell them to go fish. Everyone looks over their like green visors and they're like, which is difficult because the green visors are like this, so everyone has to be like, you blew your chips in 3 hands, your work poker thing. You seem the person who would go all in on hand 1, Duke. Which is why we should play poker together. Not because I'm a good player, but because I go all in on hand 2. And then I get bored because all my friends have just left because they're like... Well, it's not that they've left, it's like... Oh, crud. What's the word? Oh, they leave. My friends are still playing. That's what it is. My friends are all playing, and I'm like, I wanted to play the game. You're like, maybe you shouldn't have gone all in so quickly. I'm like, a lot of 60-40s you had to get through. See, I don't even know what that means. I'm not a Pokemon. I don't get it. Which sounds like I was saying Pokemon in a funny way, but I was just saying I don't know poker. Percentages on winning a certain particular hand. You just play quite a bit of poker. Excellent. There was a time that I'd go and like, you were a dealer for 6 years. Oh wow, like at a casino. No, like a drug dealer. Oh. Yeah, I used to go to a friend's place to play poker. We never played for money, but I would lose pretty quick. I see a bully here. You bully. That isn't full yet. It really sucks in Pokemon when you're being Pokemon? Poker. When you're being bullied, you're just like, there's nothing you can do about it aside from just play and just let it happen. You managed a riverboat her. You threw her in the river? You drowned it? Did you drown? Holy shit! Did you kill someone? Flush on the river. Oh. Okay, you didn't drown someone in the river. That's good. Little house on the river. Oh god. It's okay. Look, you don't need to impress me. I don't understand. The fact that you got second is all I need to be impressed. I'm already impressed, Dave. You don't need to bully me. I want to fill that up. Do I? No, I don't. I don't want to do that. The river is the last community card. Okay, I don't know the terminologies, I'm sorry. I know it's the middle cards and everyone likes to look at them like as if they do something, but they don't. The two cards in your hand are the only ones that matter. I'm joking. The joke here is that I suck at poker. What is this about poker? I mean, other people probably answer this question better than I could because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Don't know why they called it that. It's probably a reason. Probably. They say there's a reason for everything in the world. Can we... All right. There we go. I get to answer the question about your deal. Oh, you're a blackjack. Sorry, I really should read the questions after I read them. Ask them. You're a blackjack dealer at the Melbourne Casino. You're poker dealing for a pub poker club. Ah, that's cool. I had a friend who used to deal. What did they deal? Blackjack, and we also did the spinny thing. What's it called? The spinny one, roulette. And then they were not friends with me. Then we were not friends. It has nothing to do with that. It was an unrelated thing. Roulette or big wheel? No, it was roulette. They couldn't be trusted in front of the big wheel. For reasons that I feel are obvious to many. Greater than 10k. Your brother is a professional poker player. How well does that pay? It depends how good you are, right? I mean, no offense to your brother, but I can't imagine it pays that well. I mean, it's literally your job is to gamble. Sounds like a concerning job. I like the big wheel, it's real showy. Jackpot said 47 to 1, so you have to work out weird payouts like 750, nice 47. Oof. Yeah, that's a weird number. Try and just know. Because I know, like, when you're at a casino, you can't just sit there and look at them and figure out the numbers. You got to be quick on those numbers. I know that. They don't let you just look at the people and go, man, I don't know, you were the one that gets stupid numbers. Maybe if you wanted me to... No, they don't give you a calculator, you just got to know how to do it. At least that's how it was in the Auckland Casino. At least according to my friend. Yeah, I think this is enough. Yeah, you know what? There you go. Will this make you happy? Would this make you happy? Look, do I see a smiling face over there? I don't see a smile. Okay, I'll give you a bit more. Now, do I see a smile? Look, I just emptied out my drawer. Do I see a... Look, my job is to make you happy. And you're not if you're not smiling, I'm not happy. Hey, what's up, boss? What? I'm what? I'm fired? For what? Yeah, the job's called customer service. Okay, but the customer's happy, right? Probably fine. Yeah, look, it's not a big deal. Like, get over yourself. Just maybe if you stopped worrying so much about money, you'd actually have a good time. Did you ever consider that? That's all. Anyway, that's how I'd lose my casino job. Played blackjack with a new brand new dealer once. You felt bad that she kept paying you even though... Wait. Dave? Dave, is this a real story? Is this a real story? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, as a mistake, it's fine, but... Yeah, in New Zealand, you're not allowed to tip dealers, I know that. If you try to tip a dealer, they go, no, 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 I can't take that, I can't take that. Oh, no. Sounds like someone was not trained very well. Oh. You all talked about your number. What's your number? The second the new deal came in, you got on the left. The amount you would quit for take a tip. Oh, yeah, okay, I get that. You don't take a tip in Melbourne either, huh? That makes sense. Not American. This full 12-month salary? Yeah, I can respect that number. Let's be honest, anyone who's tipping you that sort of money, they're giving you more than a tip, if you know what I mean. If you don't, we're not asking more questions. We're just going to leave that one there. And we're not going to talk about it anymore. I just connected those trains, didn't I? I'd say. Eh. Nope. Eh. I'd say. There we go. Yeah, it's a reasonable amount of money. But if anyone's giving you that sort of money, you're also defrauding the casino, probably, to get that sort of tip. Yeah, like Dave over there. I feel so sorry for that person. They're like, I did a good thing. I made so much money in tips. And they're like, no, you made a lot of money in tips for a very bad reason. I don't know, would it be illegal to take those tips off them though? I don't know enough about tipping culture. If you're tipped, are you allowed to keep that money? Like, or is there a possibility that money could have been taken off them? doubt it would count as fraud, but if they could prove the money being paid out illegitimately, be within their rights to pay, or take the money back. That's true. But see, if you think about it, it gets like a little bit dicier when Dave knows the person's stuffing up, hasn't said anything, and leaves immediately when someone else of experienced and knowledgeable comes along. Dave didn't do anything wrong, because Dave couldn't do anything wrong. He's a perfect little angel, and that's why we love him. But no, it's not Dave's intentions I'd necessarily be worried about. It'd be the other person I'm worried about. Well, we're not worried about, but worried for. We just had a long talk about the ethics of it. I mean, in the end, it is a casino, though, right? In a casino, if they did that to you, they wouldn't say a damn thing. Like the business of the casino, maybe the individual would, but the business wouldn't give a shit. I hadn't considered that one. I'm more worried about the dealer than the casino. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm sitting with it as well. The casino's not the one I'm concerned about. But then again, like, if the dealer is... America becomes the problem again. America is usually the problem sometimes. The problem then becomes, what can they do about it? Does the girl lose her job? Probably. But I think girl. Did we confirm it was a girl? Did she? Okay. But I mean... Look, America, she's probably paying for tips anyway. Right? Actually, do American dealers get paid reasonable money, or is it like the serving type of job where they only get paid money by tips? Because that changes the whole situation again. Casinos here on native land. Doesn't really answer the question, but okay. Get a base wage and the tips are split between all the deals. Okay, so it's not like the one deal would have got all the money. Obviously, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, man, if the man, right? If the man. What? Oh, like that. What do the ethics committee say about connecting plastic pipes to steel pipes? I don't know, I haven't used the ethics committee in a while. Ethics committee, are we cool with that? I can't imagine we actually have a problem with that, but, you know, it's not my position to say. Ethics committee, do we have a problem with steel pipes to plastic pipes? As long as you're using industry standard seal, the pipes are rated correctly for the liquid or gas you're transporting. It's molten glass, but it's not melting the pipe, so I think it's fine. But then again, I'm not the ethics committee. So I may not be entitled to respond to it. I'm the literal person who should not be answering this query. Chief industriist of standards of steel. Oh god, that was confusing to say. I need more tingots. I froze. I froze for the minus of seconds. And now I have frozen for a little bit longer. No, it was a panic. It was a panic because I realized what was happening. There were some railings on the track. Maybe some steel railings? Would that have helped? What if they were plastic railings? Damn shame. Now, I was doing something. I was going to get some tingots. You got a 3D printer and you love it, but damn, you have to schedule things around printing if you want to reel through. But on it. What are you printing? Out of curiosity. The entire Warhammer 40,000 army. The entire chapter of the Ultramarines. Pre-Horus Heresy. Oh god, that would be insane. Don't do that. Boxes and fidget toys for your friend's kid. That'll do. It's so much smarter than what I originally said. Oh god, the more I think about it, the worse it gets. Like, entire Space Marine chapter, Ultramarines before the Horus Heresy. I mean, okay. So, post-Horus Heresy, that's 1,000 Marines, which is a lot. Pre-Horus Heresy, I don't know if there was a limit to how big Marine sizes could be. I'm curious now if there is a limit. I'm going to just say no and not look it up. No, Papa Smurf throws a limit out the window. So he was from Prague? Good old Prague and throwing things out a window. Keep it up, Pragians. Praganites. Do you think Valdek is like a bonus to throwing people? I mean, like, you gotta think about your racial bonuses, right? As a Kiwi, I have a racial bonus to complaining. And Valak probably has a racial bonus to throwing people out windows. Oh, that was English. Complaining. Oh no, Kiwis are so much better at complaining. Oh, don't even get me started on how much we can complain. Who's doing time traveling? Or are we destroying distinctions between complaining and whinging? Kiwis love a good whinge. Complaining is probably something the Brits do best. You know, I can respect that. There is a distinction. The number of times that I've heard New Zealand is a third world country because we only have, like, 4G internet. Like, phone internet. It's like that not a third world country with, like, okay. First off, let's understand what a third world country is. It's allies of America and America, or allies of Russia and Russia. Third world is neither. So, you don't mean third world. Secondly, I don't think you understand how much the developing world has great internet on their phones. And by that I mean they don't. Like, at all. You're just complaining for no reason. Like, yeah, but internet on your phone is bad. Like, it's not bad, it's fine. No, I can't view my cat videos fast enough. And meanwhile, we're sitting next to Australia, who isn't allowed fibre optic connections because the NBN will do it all. How's that NBN working out for you, Australia? You loving it? I'm saying this, no, they're not loving it. Narrator, the NBN did not, in fact, the NBN did, in fact, not do it all. I mean, sure it did. It just didn't do it all very quickly. Was that the advertising slogan, the NBN will do it all? Because if so, that's hilarious. You're not really near to Australia. I mean, okay. I suppose you're not wrong. We are not near Australia. Except for the fact that there's no one else closer to us, okay? Except the Pacific Islands. And, look, they mean well. They're doing their best. But, you know, we want to associate with someone with a little bit more, I don't know. There's no way to continue that without being a major racist, which I'm like, oh, I've just seen where this is going. Let's abandon this one quickly. Why, some of my best friends are racists. Wait, no, hang on. To be fair, that was Stewart Island. And Stewart Island is not worth thinking about, and Stewart Island is also part of New Zealand, so that doesn't count. And Stewart Island is not worth thinking about, that's still a true statement. As true as it was then as it is now. We still need more tingots. Holy shit. You'll let that one slide? Thanks, Dave. Love you too. 92 tingots is probably too many, but we'll go see what we can do with that. Look! It's a 7.5 per second belt. Look at it, it's so cute. I want to do this. Oops. Oop. I'm bullying the belts. A++ would do again. It's not nice to bully the belts. They're doing their best. And their best sucks. Oh! If only I had faster belts. My only regret in life. Yeah, I think this is going well. Oh, so I was flicking around on our free air TV, like web channel, like app thing last night, and I came across like an old news report from like the 1980s where they're talking about breakdancing, and it's just like, oh yes, I'm watching this, and Panda's like looking at her phone, and she just looks up as this guy's going, yeah, so breakdancing is really important to us. It gives us culture. It's like, just like, what the hell are you watching? Like breakdancing in 1983. He's just like, why are we watching this? And I'm like, I mean, I just thought it'd be funny, and it really is. It's it reminded me a lot of the movie Boy, one of Taika Waititi's films. Yeah. Go and see me do some Michael Jackson moves. It was just that sort of level of like, oh yes, good stuff right here. Boy. Boy is an interesting film that I liked and didn't like in different points. There is. Boy is the sort of... I don't know how to word this. Had a bit of a dark theme. It did, and unfortunately, like, there is a little bit of some more rural areas can be a bit like that, just... But when we were watching it, so for those who don't know, Boy is about the story about a young boy whose father has left for whatever reason. The father comes back and he's just an absolute shithead. You know, he fancies himself as a shogun and that sort of thing. But he's just not a good person. But there's like the scene where like the father's at the bar and these guys come in with leather jackets and patches, and I immediately go, oh no. And Panda looks at me like, what? And I'm like, this is not a place, like, if you ever saw that situation, you would leave as soon as you could. You know, it's like motorcycle gang sort of stuff, like, and it's just like, oh no. And they go into like this sort of dance sequence with like chains around their wrists and knife fighting, and I'm just like, oh, you like, look, if anyone comes around with patches and leather jackets and patches, I am not going to be there anymore. I am just going to walk away. I do not want to be anywhere near patched gang members, which I don't think is a surprising thing. I think anyone who's been around patched gang members of any sort probably agrees here. Panda is not familiar with that part, and I was just like, oh no. This is a good way to get yourself killed. You have made enemies the wrong people. Yeah, it did have some dark moments, Boy. But, I mean, a lot of Taika Waititi's films do for different reasons. And I like Taika Waititi. Last weekend you were at a concert, it was above 30 degrees Celsius and the band was playing in full leather clothes and gloves. Oh god. No. Don't die for your art, mate. Oh, wait. Hang on. And no, so no, you don't run away just because someone's wearing patches. I mean, you know when you know. You know when you need to go, is what I'm saying. You don't always need to go. They're going to beat you up, proceeds to get beaten up. There's particular groups that you know stay away from. If they say, hey, that's my chair, you go, I'm so sorry, that's your chair. Does that make me a coward? Probably, but I don't give a shit. Like, they're more than welcome to have that chair if they say it's theirs. I'm not going to fight someone over something silly. I'm not going to win by experience, I'll tell you that. Tell you, my fight record's not great. It's sad that I even have one. Oh, they'll find another reason to fight you if they want. You're not going to give up your seat because someone tells you to. One day you're going to say no to the wrong person. Look, again, you know the sort of person that you don't say no to. You can probably look at them at a glance and be like, yep, chair's yours. So sorry, sir. Would you like me to wipe it down for you? You know, you know those sort of people. You know the sort of person that you would be like, oh, yeah, no, this is the sort of person I just agree with. I think every country has a particular group that they would probably just... Your brain isn't going to make that distinction. My brain probably made that distinction the second they walked in. Is that sort of person panda? You should probably look at me and be like, you make the decision. And I'll be like, yeah, absolutely. Mate, I don't really go into the places where someone might tell me to get lost and that's their chair now forever in perpetuity. I don't go to those sorts of places. That's I mean, I did I did almost see one of my friends get into a fight in a bar for something just as stupid as that. It was... I honestly thought he was going to get punched. We were in a bar and we had like booked a table. Right? We booked a table because we were just going to have... Well, we decided we wanted to have pub food for dinner. Oh, wrong way around, damn it. We decided we want pub food, so we booked a table, that was all great, we got there at a time, we were about 5 minutes early, you know, and this old guy just sitting there. The thing is, we knew he probably wasn't going to fight us because old guy. But anyway, we were like, hey man, that's our table, you know, got the rule reserve thing on it. And he looks our group up and down, and he decides, you know what, this is the moment that I decided, looking at this group, I'm going to start being racist. And one of my friends obviously did not take kindly to that. Because, you know, someone being racist to you when you're in the right, man, if that guy. Which, you know, I certainly don't disagree with him. If that guy indeed. But, okay. So anyway, we like go to the bartender and it's like, yeah, he's not moving. Guy goes, okay, cool. He's like, I'll deal with it. And we were wondering that. And so we all sit near the table at the time. The bartender's like, all right, cool. 7 o'clock. It is their table. Get off. And he gets up. Oh, what was the thing saying? He said something along the lines of "Go back to China." The guy. That's where the fight started. Not actually fight, but that's where it started getting a bit spicy. And my mate goes, "Oh, I'd love to go back to China. I've got a lot of family members there. Are you going to buy the tickets?" Fuck, mate. Shut up. Shut up, mate. Yeah, it was disgusting. And it's just like, go back to China. He's like, you know, and the guy's got a Kiwi accent. The Asian guy's got a Kiwi accent. He's like, I'd love to go back to China. I've got family there. I'd love to visit them. Thank you for buying the ticket. Like, in the most, like, oh, I'm oblivious to what's happening here kind of attitude. He knew what was going on. He was just talking shit. And we're all like, dude, shut up. Anyway, bartender says, all right, 7 o'clock, time to take, there's their chair. Please, you can move over there. And the old guy stands up and he stares at the friend who's being racist to and goes, enjoy your chair, I hope you fucking choke on it. And my friend goes, well, it's a chair and I won't be eating it, but thank you for your concern. Oh! Oh! Just let him have the last fucking word. Come on, man. I'm not repeating it. Go back and check the VOD. Oh, but it was just like, dude. Yes, you're right. You won't choke on the chair. It's a chair. You're not eating the chair. But you could have just shut up. Anyway, everyone was fine. No one got hurt. That's the most important part of the story. But, oh boy. Oh, no, I agree. I was with my friend on that one. If racism, I agree. But also, let's not get into a fight in a bar when none of us can fight. We just wanted to, like, you know, most of us are just skinny, like, nerds. We're not going to fight an old guy in a bar. I wasn't quite sure what to do there. But enjoy your chair, I hope you choke on it. Yeah, it's a chair, I'm not eating it. I'll be fine. It's just like, dude, you could just shut up. You could just shut up there. You'd be okay. Couldn't keep his bloody mouth shut on that one, and we're just like, dude. I mean, hilarious. Let's not get me wrong. Hilarious. But, and, you know, it's not like going to the man, excuse me, being racist is highly unconducive to this argument that we're having right now. I don't think that was going to assist, you know, but I do agree, the guy being racist is not okay. But, yeah. That's a fun group to hang out with. I miss them. It's alright, the gang will be back together again soon, and I'm sure I'll have many stories that they deserve to feel uncomfortable in every public space they're in. Racist? Oh, I absolutely agree. I think you did. I think you did. Were you there that day? I'm sure you were. You would have been in that group most weeks. If you're still here, Nuke, I don't know if you're still here. Oh God. I mean, it's not as. I mean, this is a much more like. This is a much funnier and cuter racist story. Because it's racism against white people, and that's acceptable. It's not, but let's just go with that. We went to this, like, what was it? It was like a Chinese duck restaurant, like roast duck restaurant, and we went there, and the menus were mostly in Chinese, so we have a couple of friends. Well, I don't know Cantonese or Mandarin. I'm not going to go into that because I can't tell the difference. Yeah, I know. I ran over by a train again. And my mate's going over the thing and telling us basically what's on the menu. And we're like, okay, cool, that's what we want. And so the crispy duck, I think we didn't do that. I don't know what I had, but he's translated the menu enough for us to order. And then the person comes over and they don't speak a lot of English. And so, you know, when you're at a foreign speaking place and you're the person who speaks the language, general custom is you do the ordering for everyone. And the woman comes over and she says something, and he's like, okay. So she's just told me that if we order this and this, we get a free roast duck. And then the woman speaks rapid, like Chinese or Cantonese, like Chinese language. I don't know the difference between Cantonese Mandarin. I know they're different, but I don't know it. Anyway, rapid language at him. And he goes, okay, yep. Sorry, it's roast chicken, not a roast duck. And something happened there, and we didn't quite know what had happened, but he was definitely trying not to laugh out loud. And we were like, what? And he's like, which is the international signal for, I can't tell you right now, but I will tell you. So, the woman goes away, and it's like, what happened? It's like, so she said if we order 2 of these, we get roast duck. And yeah, we got that. And it's like, and when I said that, she immediately interrupted and said, no, roast chicken. White people love chicken. And my mate's like, wow, what? And I mean, to be fair, when we heard there was a roast chicken on offer, we went for it. So she was not wrong. White people do love chicken. Oh, racism. Sometimes you're right. Like, we did all want that deal. The deal sounded pretty good, and a roast chicken was involved. Ah. Does my friend be like, oh boy. Because he was like the only one in the group that was like Chinese, so he was the only one that actually understood the menus well. Yeah. And so the rest of us were like white. Oh, it's so funny. Just like the bemused look on his face, and he's like, oh boy, this is got to be a lot more fun than I expected. Again, did like the chicken. Have I not fixed it right? It's weird, it's stereotyping, but it's also what I wanted. I mean, yeah, if they said roast duck, I would be like, I've never had roast duck. I'm scared. I'm scared. Someone hold me. And then my friends would be like, God, we're not doing this ENC. If we keep having to hold you over everything, I'm scared. You know, and my friends would be like kind of creeped out. But as soon as they had to change to roast chicken, my mind was like, oh, roast chicken? Oh. Oh. I would like a roast chicken. So, you know. I guess, you know, it all worked out. Sometimes racism's okay, but only when it's in your favor, not against you. I don't know if that's going to be my political slogan. I mean, it can't be my political slogan. Like, that's, that's problematic for some reason. Can't figure out why. But certainly for some reason. SeiferKatt says racism's okay, but only if it's in your favor. Yep, that's going to be a problem. I mean, we always get very excited about it. It's like when you're picking your soccer team at the school and you pick the exchange student you don't know who's Argentinian. And they do, in fact, turn out to be the most skilled. I mean, yeah, you've done something wrong there, but you were correct. Just to clarify, the reason it's okay to be racist to white people is because it's physically impossible. Racism is in just saying racially charged things, also backed by a system of oppression. White people Historically never operate under. Hmm. Okay, we've gone from fun times about racism to actual thoughtful things. Possible. I mean, you said a lot of big words there, Zoe, and I feel like disagreeing with them would be agreeing with a system of racism, which is very much against what I want to do here. But at the same time, I want to dispute it because the racism's been in my face. That was a joke, by the way. No, I don't want to dispute it because racism is my favorite. Racism's a horrible thing. But I can... that's the sort of thing. We're just in it now. Yeah, exactly. We had our chance to get out, but we're here now. I think you're right, actually. I think you're right. And I don't think I've really considered it that way. Maybe that's the prejudice on my side, that I need to consider these things better. Okay. That's a learning point. I was really close to the mark that I think... and I think you're worth explaining that too. For a moment there, you weren't sure on that one, were you? For a moment there, I was like, nope, let's just disagree. But it reminds me of a song by the Narcissist Cookbook, where it's saying, like, a lot of these things is like, oh, you know, it's only a problem if it inconveniences me. Oh, I'm all supporting this until it's a problem. Boo-hoo. It's like, yeah, buddy, that's because that's kind of the point. The inconvenience is like, oh no, you were inconvenienced. So, yeah, thank you, Zoe. I appreciate that. That's something I'm going to take away and think about. Because I don't think I had considered that. I appreciate that. Anyway, let's go back to making fart jokes. It's interesting having those moments where I just go, oh, I never considered how wrong I could be there. Yeah, that's the political adjacency alarms we're leaving. Like, you know, games that have like a kill box, where it's like, if you go through this, you die? I went through the kill box on the other side, and it's like, yeah. I can't remember what the song's called. Hang on, I'm gonna find it for you. I know probably no one will really care about it, but I want to find it for a moment. I will hydrate in just a second. I'm just looking for a song that made me really think about it, and I realized that Narcissist Cookbook. What is that song called? I need to mute for a second. I have hopefully muted. What is it called? Come on, buddy. Work with me here. It's not Ghost Stories. I don't know what it's called. I'll come back to you on that one. We speed ran out of bounds glitch and hit the adjacent loading trigger on the way back in bounds. Yeah, exactly. That's what happened. We need to be better. Not untrue. Are my queens still alive, by the way? Oh yeah, alive and thriving. I do enjoy watching speedruns when I have a clue what's going on. Oh, was it steroid that I wanted to fix? I think that's where I was going. I don't think I fixed whatever's wrong with steroid. Or maybe I did. Now, hydrate. I would go send some water. You know what? Going back to the political topic, hydrate as a redeem is going to be really funny when there's actually water scarcity in, like, the developed worlds. It's going to be like hydrate. It's like, oh yes, let me show you my pure water. This isn't even like, you know, this is actually just from our taps. That's when you know hydrate has gone the wrong way. Where are you guys going? When Twitch redeems hit like Hunger Games sponsor booms, get Seablock 3 miles the nearest fountain to get some water. No. Guys, in stream goes into like my handheld recording device. Okay, I'm gonna go get my water. I'd be so buff by then because I'll be used to walking miles, not kilometers. By then America's taken us over and we've converted all our distance to miles. We may not be happy about it, but it's what's happened. But you know, it's like they say, we should have defended it. Raised quality of stream? Absolutely, we are done. We are level 2 quality. We haven't raised quality all stream. So thank you, Adaba. It's appreciated. Sole dictator of the universe? Probably? That's probably your title. I know I lost interest in it when I lost it. Someone on Twitch asked me yesterday what you'd do if America annexed Australia. I guess you just live in America then, wouldn't you? And what are you gonna do? What can you do? What? Furthermore, why is America just coming over here and annexing Australia? You can't just annex Australia, America. Do you know how big Australia is? Does Australia know how big Australia is? The answer is no, not really. Australia thinks they know how big Australia is. But is Australia really sure? It's one hell of a naval operation. Like, where are they going to attack from? It's actually really impressive if you think about it, because it's like, you know, everyone thinks, oh, D-Day, like they did that D-Day. It's like, yeah, but D-Day, they launched from, like, England. If you don't have a launching platform that is close by, which England was, you don't really have much to go off. It's impressive. America tried to invade Canada that one time. Australia already has 5 eyes. I've heard that. I think, doesn't New Zealand have part of 5 eyes? I think we're part of that. New Zealand and Australia, I'm pretty sure, are part of that. But yeah, it's like, it's not like as easy as, well, you did Normandy. It's like, yeah, Normandy was just across a ditch. Like, even if America worked with New Zealand to invade Australia, which, by the way, I would do just to troll Australia, like me personally, it's still like a very long distance. I have no idea how many bases there are in the Pacific. Okay, but the thing is, the Normandy landings were from England. It wasn't like 1,000 kilometers. Like, there's other problems. But the Pacific is even bigger than Australia. I don't think that invasion would go very well. So what would you do if I worked with USA to invade Australia just to troll you? Uh, specifically you, no one else. Um, I made an upsie. Oh, I did make an upsie. Thank you. Sometimes I don't quite really understand what's going on in this stream, but I kind of revel in it. Like, I know it's everything that happens is basically my fault. That makes it slightly easier to manage. But at the same time, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that fact. So, in my Marvel readings, I've been reading some Moon Knight. I've decided I don't like reading Moon Knight. I think I don't like characters where their whole shtick is just being like a tough, stoic man. I don't know about tough, stoic woman. I haven't come across that in my readings. But I don't like it when their whole thing is, I'm big and strong and can kill people. I hate that. It's bad. I need my comedy in my comic books. You know? This is why I didn't like Blade, and it's just like that's why I didn't like what was the guy rides around on a motorbike? What was his name? Ghost Rider. You had a similar issue with Moon Knight? Yeah, I didn't like Ghost Rider because he's just all his thing was just I hate stuff. Oh, demons are bad. I'm like, yeah, demons are bad, but can we have a character? Makura, thank you so much for the follow. And then I was sort of saying that to Panda, and she's like, she's thinking a bit about it, and she's like, but you like Daredevil a lot. I'm like, yeah, but Daredevil kind of doesn't do that. Like, Matt Murdock is an absolute sweetheart. You know? Daredevil might do a little bit of that, but Matt Murdock is an absolute sweetheart, and I love him. Wait, what do you mean you can't get there? Wait, what? That's clearly not true. Why the Spawn film was bad and why the Blade film was good. I haven't seen the Blade film. I have no interest in watching Blade, and I'm a little concerned about the Blade film coming out because I just don't care about Blade. I think if... I don't like when my superheroes get too serious. Like, I want my superheroes to have silly moments. You'll defend the Spawn movie until your dying breath. I mean the old Blade. Wesley Snipes has good comic timing. Oh, okay. Have they even announced who the new Blade is? That hasn't been announced, right? Blade MCU. The tortured production timeline of Marvel's Blade reboot explained 15 hours ago. That's rough. Who is playing Blade 2024? Mahershala Ali. I don't know them. I don't know why I thought I'd know an actor. Who are you? What have you done? You... I mean, a lot of accolades. Clearly, he's good at what he does. I haven't seen any of your movies, I'm sorry. I haven't seen any of your movies or TV shows. Okay, he was the voice of Uncle Aaron, but that not the same. Oh, it'll all be done with wires and special effects. Marvel can't not do that, so don't be too excited. Don't be so looking forward to that, because Marvel doesn't really specialize in practical effects anymore. They're all just special effects, which sucks. I mean, I love Marvel movies, but they don't do. They do different. Copper is still a huge problem. And until it is fixed, we are sad. Is there more room to make more? Not really. Yeah, it's... They did get a genuinely skilled fighter. Marvel would probably do them dirty like Star Wars did Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen, who are you? Okay, Rogue One. Good. I know that one. That's a good start. You were in a shit ton of things. Okay. Good. Good start. Good start. Wikipedia has dark mode. Thank you for letting me know, Wikipedia. Oh, he was the monk. Okay. I know him. Not personally, obviously. I knew the character. I mean, look, I don't expect movies these days to do anything great with actors, aside from putting them in a green screen and then making all their cool stuff they actually know how to do, like, cheaped out. And part of me thinks I should have a problem with that. The other part of me claps and say, yeah, guy got hit real hard and he went fly, lol. So I am the problem. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Okay, so hopefully the steroid production will fix some problems. I mean, is it worth actually getting productivity modules in here? Just to make it less crap? It's not the worst idea in the world. Or productivity modules in here just to really... You know what? There be the goal, me dudes. Yar, I be thinking of ideas. Oh, this used to be my, like... I just remember, this used to be a power plant, my beans plant, but now it's just turned into a research base. Goodbye, beans. Goodbye, beans. I'm going to take these as well. I'm going to turn off my roboport just for a second. Oh wait, I should have picked up some efficiency 3s as well. Oh, I saw a train coming for me and I didn't know where it was and I got very scared very quickly. That's what you get when you run around with infantry like that. Oh. Thank you. I got snacks. Ghosting calls it. Throwing snacks. The best kind of snacks. Because did you know food tastes better when it's dropped? Now, food tastes better when it's dropped, and I can prove this. Go to a vending machine when you're really hungry and get like a chocolate bar. Does it taste better? Of course it does, because it's been dropped. Popcorners, yeah. They are the sweet and salty variant. Which is the type that Panda will never eat because she hates the sweet and salty. You know, say it's just more for me. Oh! I didn't know that. Popcorns is better. That's why you're not into marketing. Okay. I didn't know quite what's happening there. Yeah, it's a pretty good name. Don't worry, I'm not into marketing either, so... You made 10,000 per minute. Okay. Well, it's going to be a damn shame when we also make 10,000 per minute, isn't it? Bet. That's making 20,000 per minute. With... Oh, wait, what? What? Oh. I see what happened. No, quality... Wait, what? Your quality getting muted? No. Did you tell me that you're seeing Deadpool and Wolverine tomorrow? No, I don't think you did, but I'm excited to hear what you think of it. I won't be able to see it for a while, sadly. But I'm very excited to see it. Quality is very low today. Not a high quality stream, unfortunately. I don't know what I can tell you on that. You can't raise quality. Oh! Is that the reason why quality's been low today? People just can't do it. I just thought I was shit. Oh. That makes me feel so much... Okay, Zoe can raise quality. No, never mind, I'm just shit. That is doing alright, and then what I'd like to do is probably that again. Oops. So we're just going to delete all of that. Okay, then I've angered the factory. The factory is mad. The factory is more upset than I've ever seen in my life. Some of the great... You know what? The giant great litter box is probably the correct thing to do. You're right. Thank you for the advice. Okay. Great litter box in the sky. Wait, wrong one. Wait, what's the great litter box in the sky? Death. Oh, well, I mean... I suppose. It certainly smells like death, am I right? Wait. What are we waiting for? One belt on top? Not going anywhere? One belt on top of what? Yeah. Oh! Oh wait. You mean here? That's fine, doesn't need to. Because it's being picked up. The other ones go down as like an overflow, but they don't necessarily need to do that either. But, you know what, maybe it's not a bad idea to consider that. Yeah, sure, why not? That way, if there's any overflow, we can do that. I am aware of great big thing in the sky is a euphemism for death, but they're in the uncanny valley. Yeah, they're pretty crazy. My hope is that copper comes in real quick. So that should fill up real quickly. Real fast. Oh, copper go per. And off it sort of goes. Another train comes in. Copper train go brr. Yeah, that's overall kind of what we want. That goes in there. We're the only thing excited about the DLC? Absolutely. You better believe it. There's no other ways to put it. As last time I was asked that question, I was a bit crass. I don't want to be crass this time, but yes, I'm very excited about the DLC, and I'm not only excited about the DLC. I'm excited about the mods that the DLC will come after the DLC. Not that I was bored of Factorio, but I think the DLC is going to add a lot more love to Factorio. I don't know how long I'm going to be maining Factorio, but with the DLC, it's going to be longer. It's a great game, and I'm glad to have more of it, you know? I mean, what will mods do that I'm just like, oh wow, you've added this to the game, my goodness. Like, even if you don't want to use the space modules, it's just like deterioration of things. You're going to do some fun stuff with that. You think we have a situation where like other games will launch with severe issues, worth playing from launch, worth wait a week or two? Ooh, that's a good question. I think a lot of those situations where other games where they launch with severe issues is not because of the studio, it's because of the publisher. I think a lot of those studios are aware their huge issues are coming, and they're like, we'd love to delay it. Oh, sorry, I hit my microphone in excitement. We'd love to delay a week, but can we, because we need to fix some things. And the publisher goes, we said this is the date, it's coming out. Like Paradox is a big one for that, sadly. I trust Woob. And I trust Woob that if there are problems, I reckon they will fix it very quickly. Historically, Woob has been very good at fixing things. Woob is a company that listens, and I don't anticipate problems. They've been working on it for a long time. I don't anticipate any major problems. Now, this could be me being a little bit fanboyish, if you wish. But I think they're a company with integrity. I think the way they've treated the modding scene, where some companies be like, "Oh, so the game broke because your mod sucks." Well, like, "Oh, the game broke because your mod did X, Y, Z, and the game's not programmed to do that." Like, some studios are like, "It's hardly our problem." Woob goes, "Oh shit, yeah, you're right," and like the next day, or sometimes literally the same day, they will patch the game to fix that. I think a studio like that deserves your trust. They've done nothing, I think, to ever make them not worthy of your trust. They've been honest. They've got no publishers behind them, so that always helps. And like Zoe said, they've demonstrated they're willing to delay things if they need to. And plus, I don't think they're strapped for cash. Like, I don't know their financial situation, but what I can say is the number of people who come into this channel for the last 3 years and have said the similar things of, "Hey, I just picked up this game, it's really cool." Like, I'm not a big channel, but it's like every couple of months someone comes to this channel and goes, "I picked up this game, it's really cool, I love it, got some questions," and the channel's like, "Yes, happy to help." Look at how many mods they have. Like, I know this is not really a scene of anything, but I trust them. And I know that's a dangerous thing to say in this day and age where no one should be trusted, and that is probably true. But even the place they sell, like the time they're selling it, they're like, "We're selling it this date, so that'll give us plenty of time to fix if there are any bugs before anyone goes off for Christmas." Shit, man, you planned in your like release date to have maybe some problems, but to get them all fixed before Christmas? Bro. What you're supposed to do, I understand in the gaming industry, is release the game and don't be heard from for 3 months. And then come out and say, "We're listening. We understand there are some problems and we are listening to them." They want Christmas as well. And get your Christmas. You deserve it. it's very rare a game company does things like it gets increased sales year on year without releasing a new product, like new things for it. It's like Factorio gets more sales every year than they did previously with no discounts or new stuff released. That doesn't seem right. What is actually happening here? Are we making things? Sorry, I'm just very confused what I'm looking at here. Why are we still making weapon science? Can you stop that, please? It's not even an MMO or an RPG. At least on a Friday, I have no plans. People will be able to be in the office to fix things over the weekend. We are listening to studio talk for shit. Quick, hire back the guys we're able to fix this. Yeah, exactly. I trust Woob. Now, is it possible things could go wrong? Of course it is. Like, it's always possible that we don't get the release as well as we want it to be. And I think, you know, that's a possibility. But I trust them enough to say that's probably not going to happen. I'd like a 2-train limit now, thanks. Did I ever play Rise of Nations? I did! The Ensemble game, right? Made by Ensemble, published by Microsoft. It was alright. Of course, if day one Factorio comes out and it's like, oh, sorry, error 32, you can't play because, you know, the online servers are down, you cannot start a new world until the servers are back up. I'd be like, Woob, I can't believe you did this. Rise of Nations and Factorio together would be a good one. Maybe, I don't know if they're a similar genre. I can see what you're saying, but different genres. I just need blue science to be consistent. It's the problem we're running into with blue science. Oh, can you not be that far, please? I'm hoping I can get less gaps. Why the fuck do I need an interconnection for a single player game? Because you've got to understand it's for our metaverse, Glacier. It's for Factorio's metaverse, and it's very important that everyone's on the metaverse so we can get a unified experience. Because did you know your factory is connected to other people's factories? It's amazing. And that's why you can't speed the game up to turbo, because the game just wouldn't run that way. Anyway, that was a SimCity explanation. Factorio is a long-running RTS. I mean, I feel like Factorio is not designed as a, and I don't care your dollars. Well, I'm sorry. What are you gonna do? Buy some other sim game? I'm sorry, there are no other games like SimCity, so I guess you have to buy SimCity. What's that? City Skylines? Oh, okay. Well, they're not gonna. Oh. Oh. That's alright, they'll improve it with City Skylines too. Oh. Oh. Yep. No, see that was the follow-up part of the joke. Paradox has lost the mandate of heaven. Paradox used to be cool, and they just keep dropping the ball over and over. It's like they're making a joke of it now. Jump in! Jump in! Everybody! Jump in! Jump in! Some Korean words! Thank you so much for subscribing. Free advice may not be good. It's very much appreciated. Hi. Appreciated. And also, sorry. And thank you for following Bixie B. Don't get complacent with your product. Someone can always do it better. Hell yes, absolutely true. But unfortunately, see, this is the problem we get into where City Skyline 2, they also don't do their own product better. They've done worse than City Skylines 1. Is it still bad? I have kept an eye on it. I don't see much good about it right now, sadly. We don't have high-res teeth constantly rented for every pop at all times. It won't be a AAA game. You know what? I love... Someone was trying to coin, like, quadruple A games the other day, like, other month. Like, oh, this is the first quadruple A game. And it's like, oh, fuck off. No. Adding more A's to your game, while it's already a bizarre thing to think that that means anything, because it doesn't. Your games is like spending more money on a game does not necessarily make it better. Yeah, make a good game. Absolutely, love to see that. But there's gonna be a Cold War, and in 20 years it was. Quadruple A, so they take your pre-order money and cancel before they releases. No, I think quadruple A is they take your money before, like, you've seen any screenshots of it. They show you 3 screenshots, they cancel it, and you don't get your money back. I hope Slay the Spire 2 breaks the trend of Game 2 being trash. Who's publishing Slay the Spire 2? I mean, I have faith in Slay the Spire team as well, to be honest. But I do want to see who's publishing Slay the Spire 2. Which reminds me, I'm going to play the board game Slay the Spire in a few weeks. Really excited about it. Oh, they're their own publisher. You had faith? Not have faith. What happened? What did they do? What did they do that made you lose faith? Well, look, let's all remember, it's always you always must expect your game to break your heart. I've actually heard of a game release date being announced, and they were shutting down the servers announcement in the same speech. I think Darkest Dungeon 2 sucked. Oh, Red Hook, sorry. I was just reading Megacrit and do you think Darkest Dungeon 2 sucked? I don't want to say it sucked. I can't. But I agree it's not what I wanted. I think they ran into the problem of what do you want a sequel to be? You want it to be different enough from the original, but you also want it to be similar. And I think they went too far from the original. I think the friggin' key that you have to press to know what all the glyphs mean is not great. I missed the town view. I didn't really want a roguelike, but again, if I wanted to... God's sake. If I wanted to play a game like Darkest Dungeon 1, I have Darkest Dungeon 1. And I think there's something to be said about a game series where the original and the sequel can be enjoyed for different reasons. But I don't know how easy that is to say in most cases, because generally, when I buy a sequel, I expect to put down the previous game and never touch it again except for nostalgia. And I think Darkest Dungeon 2 isn't that game. I think Darkest Dungeon 1 is still a very good game. Darkest Dungeon 2 did not replace it, but it did something different. And I find it very telling a little bit that Darkest Dungeon 2 is adding a... Well, funny you mentioned that. Oh, okay, for Darkest Dungeon 1. But Darkest Dungeon 2, they're making a new mode which includes a town and meta progression in that town. And I'm like... I feel like they realized that people really liked that meta progression, and the roguelike meta progression was not what people went to Darkest Dungeon for. That being said, I think the combat of Darkest Dungeon 2 was very good. I think it was... the animation was very good. But do animation and graphics make a game? No. No, they don't. Not in any way, shape or form. If you're buying a game just because it got good graphics, I feel like you've bought the wrong game. I'm very much a proponent of, you know, I don't want better graphics, I want better game. And I think a lot of people, especially those who are less jaded by the industry, think new game have better graphics, new game better. You ever felt a reason to get attached to party members? I think you're right. You're not with them for long enough. And I respect that. I don't feel... It's a different game. And in some ways I respect the company for doing that. I just don't think they made a better game. And when remastered Darkest Dungeon 1 comes out with Darkest Dungeon 2 graphics, will I buy it? I mean, the graphics are pretty good. Despite the fact I just said I don't care about better graphics. I mean, when I realized when you clicked on the ability and they'd like swing their blade around, I'd be like, oh! Look at him, he just swung his blade around because he's a bad boy. He's the bad boy of pop. You know, I did get pretty, let's say excited. Sensually. Yes, it's a different game, different enough to have a new name. You know what? Okay, here's what they should have done. They should have done like the Dark Souls Bloodborne thing, right? Is Bloodborne a sequel to Dark Souls? No. It's a different game with similar mechanics. So maybe call it the Dark Mountain. You know, so we have the Dark series. Darkest Mountain. How about that? Because you don't even go into a dungeon. Going into the Mountains of Madness. And so it's like, oh, you know, some people really love Darkest Road. Brilliant. Brilliant. Call it Darkest Road. The Dark Universe was already taken. Your Risk of Rain is a series that did very good at striking a balance between changing things and keeping things the same. That's an interesting thought. Interesting thought. I think I have Risk of Rain 2. I haven't played it yet. Hang on. Do I have Risk of Rain 2? One moment, please, caller. Beep, 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 beep. I know I do, I just haven't played it. I haven't even logged the key. I should probably get around that. Risk of Rain 2 was being a third-person action game. I think was odd. I've been meaning to play it though. The Dark Universe is already taken. Wait, really? Mass Effect Andromeda. Would that have been a good sci-fi game? It didn't have the Mass Effect logo on it. Is that what your argument is? I respect that argument. Not that I played anything after Mass Effect 3. I never finished 3. 3 pissed me off. For strange reasons. 3 pissed me off because I bought the disc version specifically because I didn't want to have to install it online because I had slow internet. And then after putting the disc in, it's like, okay, we're going to install it from the internet now. And I mean, no, I've got the disc. Please install from the disc and then patch. And he goes, yeah. We're installing from online. I'm like, no, I've got the disc. And then I never wanted to play Mass Effect 3. Eventually I got faster internet, and then I got bored of it after an hour. Oh, you're right. I think you're right. I remember that. But, I mean, yeah, I would accept your idea of just call it the Dark series, you know, or something like that. The Darkest Road. You know. But you can keep everything else the same. What's your problem? Oh, I see what your problem is. No, I don't. Oh. Oh, that's weird. Okay. You would have unplugged the disc and put in the disc to install. No, it was too late. By then, Origin's like, no, you're using Origin. Whatever happened to Origin? Origin died, right? No, Origin just wouldn't let me install it. Like from the disc. I had some real fights with it. My problem is my mode was already soured, sitting on it for like... DaveBot, did you kill Origin? What does DaveBot got to say? Classic. And there are games like Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2 was a good game. Much better than Borderlands 1. I don't know how I feel about the movie trailer. Origin died, got remade. No, Origin, the studio, got bought by EA and put into that, like, you know, fun meme image that we get every now and then with death closing, like shooting people or killing people. However, death kills people. I don't know. Demanding you use it for games that you own while claiming you don't own them. Oh, for God's sake, EA, never change. I mean, please change. Oh, it train's out of fuel again. That shouldn't keep happening. Oh, yeah, I know why that happens with that train. Does anyone own EA? What happened with that? Like, who owned, like... Thanks for the question before asking. Microsoft bought Blizzard, right? Microsoft didn't buy Activision, they bought Blizzard. Am I correct on that? Actually, a good question. I think Microsoft bought Blizzard is Activision Blizzard. I think Blizzard got out from under that yoke. Wait, did Microsoft buy Activision? No, I don't want to know. I thought they just bought Blizzard. Sorry. I love this. I'm clicking on this ad, like there's not ad, but this thing saying Activision, Xbox buying Activision, and it's like Overwatch, Diablo, Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, StarCraft, Candy Crush. Candy Crush? What you doing over there, Candy Crush? I don't remember inviting you to this birthday party. And yet here you are. Yeah, so Activision owned King, who made Candy Crush, and then when Microsoft bought Active Blizzard, they now own Candy Crush. Okay. This is a weird timeline. Does Candy Crush still make money? I mean, how could it not, right? Bourbon Mum's got to get their gameplay of Candy Crush. You got to crush them candies when they're not crushing the homeowners association. Sorry. Some part of that really tickled me. Oh god. Do I mean crushing as in like destroying, or do I mean crushing as in oh they be crushing? Depends on the suburban mum. All I can say is slay, girl. Oh, God's sake. How's Titanium doing these days? That's what I'm actually trying to find, but I don't even know what my base looks like anymore. Looks like got the hybrid catalysts mostly sorted out. No, we didn't. We? There's like dial an argument over here. Yes, we did. No, we didn't. Yes, we did. No, we didn't. Where do they even exist? There. After hearing horror sea stories, horror stories from former Blizzard employees, you don't want to give them money ever see again. I think you're seeing some problems. Anyway, your Seeky may be broken. See for yourself. But don't see for yourself. That's a different thing. Nobody ever wants to see for themselves. Not even I want to. And that's my name. Hey Panda, I'm just gonna go see for myself in my office. Like, lock the door. Lock the door. For cats, not for wolves. Exactly. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not keen on giving Blizzard any money either. Like, I'm not gonna say outright I'll never give them money again. Hiss, hiss, hiss. But they've certainly done nothing to inspire me to give them money. I'm still kind of annoyed about the whole... It was really funny, but I'm still annoyed about the Blitzchung thing. And I know it's silly, but I'm just like... Man... Like, I understand banning the player, but why did you ban the announcers? Like, and I know your reasons. You don't need to tell me, oh, they knew it was coming. I get that, but come on, man. Come on, man. Seas for this wolf. Like a sea wolf? You race sailboats. That makes sense. I mean, I know the Blitzchung thing doesn't really matter to a lot of people anymore, and honestly, it doesn't even matter to me. It's just, I hated their way of handling it. See, as for Cookie, and that's good enough for you. See, this is why Cookie Monster's underachiever. See, as for Cookie, doesn't care anymore after that. Good enough. Oh, Cookie Monster, you can do better than that, you know it. You're better than that, Cookie Monster. Oh. The question really is, are we doing blue science better? And the answer is, I mean, it's tracking upwards. We're not going to hit him up with it. I'm not going to be like, hey, Cookie Monster, have you ever thought about improving your potential? I'm either sounding like a drug dealer when I'm talking to Cookie Monster like that, or a what's a polite word for the word I'm looking for? Ooh, Cookie Monster, you got such big potential. The is weird. I'm going to take back the but look, I'm just admiring Cookie Monster's giant potential, okay? His big blue potential. I'm never going to recover from this. Financially or otherwise. Look, I just want Cookie Monster to be the best he can be. Wink wink, nudge nudge. I'm not saying Cookie Monster would employ those. What is this spaghetti I'm building here? I have no respect for myself or my base. Wait, sorry, was that supposed to be asking my sister a question, or was that supposed to be a quote? You know what, can you add that as a quote, and I will refund that one, because I will remember. I really do need to get around to booking my sister for another talking to. If you guys add quote, then I will refund you those points, don't worry. Maybe I'll just ask you that question. I will refund that. I think I've got a couple other refunds to take care of at some point in the near future. What's going on here? What? Why are we doing this? You want to see if she says it's for Cookie and that's good enough for me? Careful, my sister is the sort of person who would absolutely respond with, you know, he's an underachiever. Oh geez, I just realized the time. I should have stopped a while ago. Oopsies. Alright. Well, we're at 47% for Fast and Light Theory D2. We're getting through the Ds, if you know what I mean. Raise quality of stream. We're going to raise quality of stream one more time. Making a legendary stream right at the end. I call that a victory. Onto the sea road. Crowed. Okay.
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Thank you for following Data Yum? Data Yum. I'm sure I've mangled that. I'm sorry.
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Sorry, it does that twice sometimes. You gonna do that for anything else, or are you done? You chill? Chill? You chill. Alright, thank you everyone for watching today. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you are new here, please do consider following. It would be appreciated. But quite frankly, you do what makes you feel comfortable. If you've just enjoyed watching this and that's it, that's cool too. I appreciate you spending your time. If you're already following, thank you so much. Gosin, I swear to God, I will find you one day and I will end you. No, I won't. We'll see. Alright, and we're doing What the Shirt because Odaba likes to do it right at the end. Do What the Shirt. Today's shirt, we're wearing the Catalyst. You'll buy me a burger? Hell yeah. Bet you know where the good burgers are too, as opposed to the Macca's ones I go for. He's hidden too well. Yeah, he's in Germany. I can't find him there. I'll be like, bonjour, do you know where Gosen is? And they'll be like, I'm not talking to a Frenchie. I'm like, it's okay. I don't know German. Guten Morgen? Guten Morgen? Close enough. Anyway. We're doing better. They won't look at me and be like, ah, he's French. They'll be like, he's just fake German. Anyway, thank you. Socials, yes. YouTube.com/SeiferKatt. That's where I post VODs. And you've also got the Discord link where you can find me outside my regular streaming time. I will next be streaming on Monday. Same time, same place. So, 2 days from now. What else can I say? Oh, that's it. Next week may be a bit weird with streams, just so you know. I'm not going to be streaming on Thursday or Saturday, so I might be doing an earlier stream. Might be only 2 streams next week. Because big day coming. I'll tell you all about it later. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.